How you guys doing? I'm gonna come in and do a late night read. I ain't got nothing else to do. Besides go to sleep. But I ain't ready to do that just yet. What else? Still on the same type energy. Still moving forward, not stopping, regardless of the situation. It is what it is. But we can do a reading, see what's going on. I'm gonna try to stay on key. I get sidetracked a lot. But anyway, let's get into this message. It's peaceful and quiet. You gotta let noise run around. But anyway, we coming in and talk about marriage. All right, y'all know. Y'all probably done heard this energy more than one time today. But hey, we say it in our own way. But anyway, we got this couple here, right? This marriage. Whatever this marriage is supposed to birth something, create something new, or a marriage with some kind of empress mother figure. Okay, we do talk about a mother figure. Also, the representation when a woman is getting married. You know how a woman feels when she's getting married, or on her wedding day. But something about this woman, as I look in this Kipper deck on this photo, it looks what is it? It looked like it was somebody who wasn't in their right mind when it came to this marriage. So it looks like this woman was what is it? Maybe had some kind of mental manipulation or math done, or was supposed to be done to this woman before she came, or in order to get her to get in this marriage. Right? This woman was supposed to be out of her mind or zombie-like programmed. You know what I mean? MK Ultra. This woman wasn't supposed to be in her own mind when she went and crossed this threshold with this man. You know what I mean? This man was probably her handler. You know what I mean? This is what they was expecting. This is what they wanted. This was the plan. But the fact of the matter is, they wasn't able to get this marriage. They wasn't able to cause this mental fog, or have this woman to be controlled or puppeted in order for her to be the main male to this man who was going to be her handler. Damn near her puppet master, actually. This is what they was planning for, an empress, a mother figure. So this empress could be some kind of heir to some kind of fortune. You understand? Because she's an empress. She's coming in the door as an empress. But they wasn't able to get her in that mind state in order for her to go through with this marriage. So they tried to strip her, maybe of her independence. This woman is also in the masculine energy. You know what I mean? They was trying to strip her down from her masculine energy or put her in a feminine energy in order for her to get into this marriage or her independence. They delayed this news that they wasn't able to get this woman in this certain mind state for her to become the main female to this man, who was going to be, again, her handler. They worked really hard. They worked day and night up into the middle of the night trying to get this situation just right. Trying to get this situation going to their favor. So, of course, you know that this woman gives messages. They try to stop this woman from receiving downloads, intuitive messages, to prevent her from not going into some kind of marriage. They didn't want to give a message also when it came to her occupation on this platform when it comes to this main male. or to receive messages about a main male when it comes to somebody's occupation. Wanted her to stop giving messages. Yeah. Because when it came to these messages, they were about this main male. She was going to learn the secrets about this main male that they was trying to put her in this marriage with. But what came to find out is that this person is already in a relationship. This was just to get control over this woman's fortune or whatever she has that's in her name, whatever business, or they were able to gain control over this woman's business, and this is supposed to have this woman in their mind state, right? But when it comes to whoever this man is in a relationship with or partnership with, they was not going to be the main female in this marriage. They was not supposed to be the main female in this marriage. So when it comes to this marriage, the one that is talking, that actually has the control right now, is this person's real partner. Their true partner is able to tell this man intuitively either what's going on with this woman or how to go about this situation, how to get control of the situation, because they're not able to manipulate this woman mentally in order to stop this woman, when it comes to stopping this woman's great fortune, or to stop him from receiving one. Instead, this woman told this man, what we need to do is we need to stop this woman from giving these readings. We need to stop her from giving these messages because she don't want to go in this courtship when it comes to her occupation. See, she's not able to go in she's not able to go in this relationship when it comes to her occupation because she's able to give these messages. She's able to give these readings. So they want her to stop giving messages because that's what's stopping her, if I ain't already said that just now, from going into this courtship. So stop letting the woman told these men or the person that she's with, the reason why she's not in a relationship because she's a reader. She reads cards. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna isolate her or shadow ban her job or her business for this man, for them to be the main male. But what's happening is that this person may be losing their power or their position. They don't have the power and position that they this person is spiritually and more intuitively higher ranked than this person when it comes to the light. This person is spiritually higher ranked than his masculine. That's why they're not able. This is why it's not going to work. This is why it's not going to go in their favor. Just tell them this person to stop giving these messages online. The fact of the matter is, this woman is being divinely guided all the time. This person has someone or something of light around her, giving her these messages and telling her how to give these messages. And whoever these messages that she's given to are either accurate or they fit perfectly for whoever it is she's giving the reading to, for whoever these people who are intuitively left out in the cold. You feel me? She helps them to see a situation clearly when they are blind to the situation. Right? So this woman that they was trying to make this main female actually has the messages, is able to see clearly on this masculine that this woman is trying to put in this marriage. And what this woman knows about this man is that this man is not only bisexual, that he is also married, and he has an STD, and he may even have a heart problem. He could have a heart problem. He also was sleeping or being intimate with somebody that's older than him. He may be of the same race or a different race that he was sleeping with. This man likes to sleep with men. The wife is just the front, or they do both. But they really prefer to sleep with men. It's something about the heart matters when it comes to being intimate with a man. It's the thrill, it's the adrenaline, it's the power, it's the control, it's what gets their heart racing, it gets them excited. And this is why the divine doesn't want this man or this woman. Because he is not of honor, high honor, and he is a blasphemy, abomination to the Father, to the Creator. He is not the official person. This masculine is not this woman's divine masculine. And this woman has received the downloads that when it comes to them coming towards you saying that this person is your divine masculine, this person is not a divine masculine. This person is a karmic masculine that's in poverty when it comes to spirituality. This person is not higher rank than you. They are below you. That's why you are not to touch them. This person would have been considered to be forbidden fruit when it comes to this main female that is not crazy enough to go into a marriage with this masculine that is actually being told what to do when it comes to the female that is there front when it comes to their relationship, or somebody or both of them that do the same thing. They both sleep with men and women. That's why they're not of high honor. That's why they're not in divine relationships. She's not a divine feminine, and he's not a divine masculine. This is the reason why they wanted her to stop working, because they was trying to stop her from using her gift or her from receiving these downloads about this masculine who is an abomination to the divine. This masculine is now in despair because while they know that they will not be able to get this job done due to this person being higher ranked as well as receiving these intuitive messages and downloads about this masculine who is in poverty with a poverty mindset and a dirty soul. This person's soul stinks. This person is also stuck in a childhood wound, a childhood era. This person, when they was young, they may have to be out in the streets at a young age. May was started their journey at a young age, and had to be live in their friends' homes, couches. This person was left out in the cold with no protection. Like their family had this person fending for themselves, or they chose to. This person is not a wealthy man either. Not only is there an abomination to the Most High, the Divine Mother and Divine Father, not only are they abomination to the Divine Father and the Divine Mother, they are also an unwealthy man. They are unwealthy man in their spirit. They are unwealthy man in their mind. They are unwealthy man in their soul. They are not abundant. That may be now. I don't know if that's always been the case, but the Spirit also say this person is not receiving no marriage certificate. No, they're not going to receive the will, the deed, the document, the courthouse papers, or whatever they got in this courthouse for this marriage. He is not going to receive it because he is not of high honor. Again, he is an abomination to the Most High, Divine Father, Divine Mother in the universe, and our angels and the Galactic Federation, and so to speak, and whoever else. Spirit said there's no concern when it comes to this woman marrying this man. This man, again, is blasphemy. So this person knows that there will be no, this is not going to change. And Spirit actually said his journey is actually over. So, and this judge, whoever this judge is that they've been consulting with, they're going to throw them out as well, because they're going to know that they've been lying. They're going to know that this person is broke, and they're going to know that this person is not of high honor. But he was out here trying to convince whoever these people in these courthouses and courtrooms that they would have made bail. And Spirit wants them to know this man is an abomination to the universe, to the Galactic Federation, to the Divine Mother and Father, all of those things of light this man is not qualified to be in a marriage with this woman. The Spirit said this woman is a privileged lady. And when it comes to her being a privileged lady, it's for you all to change your perspective when it comes to being privileged. So when it comes to this privileged lady being in a family room with a thief, this thief that you all took this path for, did not think that when it came to this woman in their occupation, and y'all leaving them out in the cold, that this male would not be seen as high honor. You thought this woman was going to be fangirling over this masculine, and that's not what happened. This is why everybody jumped on board and took this pathway or sent this man on his path towards this privileged lady, only for them not to receive this documentation from the courthouse, because this man is a blasphemy to the earth. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be disrespectful. I'm just saying it how it is. When a lot of people didn't want to say it the way it was, and they've been sitting here putting in all this total labor for this thief to go in this relationship with this woman, when he is a curse to not only those that they are around, but they will be a curse to us as well. If this was to go through and everybody that's waiting for the finances, we would have really give all of us, more harm than good. Like we thought y'all thought y'all was going to be eating good, or they didn't tell you because they wanted the money so bad, but you all would have been dead, dying, sick. There would have been 7 deadly plagues. The seals, them seals and them diseases that was supposed to hit the earth, that may have been a case as well. Y'all would have been in more trouble having this woman go into this relationship than not. You wouldn't have lived that happy life that they've been trying to tell you was going to live if this marriage did come together. You would have been cursed. Poverty. You already see what they're doing just for you trying to put it together. All this stress and strife is the reason why this is happening, because they try to put somebody that is actually a blasphemy to the earth due to their perversions or perverted ways and the things that they choose to invest in. And you try to take somebody of the light and put them in a relationship, y'all would have been eating dust. You would have been dehydrated, sick. And I'm not saying it to be in my ego. I'm just saying it in a warning. That goes for any chosen one that y'all try to put in these relationships. You will suffer. But the one that you try to have to suffer the most is the one that you shouldn't have touched in the first place. That's why you went through everything you went through, did everything you did, because you knew the benefits of getting this woman in a relationship with this man, but you didn't tell and elaborate on the consequences. When it came to this child that has been hidden from this mature man, when it came to this sudden wealth, and y'all been putting in a toilet labor to steal this sudden wealth since this woman was a child. And now they don't understand why they in bad health, why they losing their homes, why they being outed in poverty in their communities, why people in their communities are turning their backs on them. People aren't understanding why, but they are now receiving this message of concern. This woman is not going into a relationship with this man because it would have done the collective, the earth, more harm than good. You all would have been cursed. You would have been doing another 400 years of poverty, murder. The things that y'all wanted to stop, it would have been a continuation of another 100, 400 years of this, because then we would have to repeat the cycle all over again. We got to start back. So that means we could go back into, they was trying to take you back into slavery. They was trying to take y'all back to cheap labor. All of that. They was trying to take everybody back, and he was gonna have to start this over again, and then we was gonna have to come and do this situation, like I said, all over again. We was gonna have to go back to sleep, wake back up, hit the plagues, die from sickness. I mean, I don't know, whatever y'all was trying to do, y'all, it would have been worse than what we already experienced. So we go back to COVID. COVID. See, there could be truth somewhere. We could go all the way back to COVID. That was just a red flag of a man-made virus, so to speak, right? But due to us doing this work, we may have protected the collective from it becoming even worse. You feel what I'm saying? As well as, like, for example, I would say, in my opinion, I think the tarot readers probably saved us from going through something worse, and our true spiritualists probably prevented us, the situation elevating to something detrimental. Y'all know what I mean? So the reason why we was actually able to escape is because the ones that was supposed to be awakened was awakened, but they were going through the test at the time, if whether they was going to come and shut it down or let us go back to another dark, what's that word John used when we went through a dark period, dark hour, dark night of soul as a collective. Like, it could have really got bad. We could have had wars, we would have had plagues, we would have had measles. You always seen we had COVID, we had quote unquote Ebola. That could have been just a preview, but it could have been on a man-made manipulation type version. What we going through collective right now ain't no fucking joke. Okay, this ain't no made up playtime. You choose one side, we choose another. Dude, we saving the earth. We doing the shit you see people do in the movies. When you be like the dude with the glove, or I don't know the movie, the Avengers or whatever, when they didn't want that man to get all them jewels in that glove, that's where we at. All them movies where they be like, if this person gets this green jewel, we cannot let this power get in this man's hand. And that's what they've been trying to tell y'all. This is what y'all been seeing. You get to put the power in the wrong man's hand. This is the type of shit happens. You don't sit there and sacrifice people who is here to bring your healing for money. Nigga, you will die. You will suffer. And I'm not scaring you. You're getting a preview of it. It's right there in your face. Everybody like, what's happening? What's going on? You don't know what's going on. I'm trying to tell you. They came for somebody they wasn't supposed to come for. That was sent here to enlighten the collective, to let y'all know what's been going on behind the scenes all this time. You was in a deep sleep and you could not see it. Now that sounds cliche and maybe even a little corny, but I'm telling you some real shit. Like, I've read the Bible. I ain't never seen or felt where I should go and read it again. You know what I mean? This is the time when you feel like you got to go read it just to let you know what's going on. And then when you go read it, it sometimes resonate with what's really going on. I don't know. I'm still learning too, but I just know as time goes on, I'm getting better at reading these cards, you know? So, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not happening. This person will not, it will not happen. There's too much at stake. Too many people, too many losses, and too many lives are going to be lost if this was to happen. It's not going to happen, guys. I don't know who you are and what you're holding on to and what you're waiting for, but we're not sacrificing the world for your greed. They thinking that they was going to stay in power while the world devours. While they devour the world or the world gets devoured. No. They're not worth it. There will be no marriage. There will be no relationship. The Most High says, this fool will not be getting in this relationship. This fool's journey is coming to an end. They also want y'all to know that this person is reckless, promiscuous, and the Most High wouldn't touch him with his own hand. That's how dirty this person's soul is. This person will not be saved or redeemed by the Most High. This person is being left out in the cold by the Divine Father and the Divine Mother. By the time y'all either hear the truth about this person or the truth is revealed about this person, and everything they did to all these people, and they know the things that this person has done to people, to women, to children, this person's journey is over, and they know it. They may have already been told by some kind of spiritualist, a prophet. A prophet could have laid their hands on this person, and it was like, oh my God. Or a prophet spotted this person. They could have wanted to hide themselves from a prophet. A spiritualist could have seen and met a pope. The pope didn't want to go near this person. Somebody seen something within this person and was like, oh my God. And somebody seen this person and they like, this person should be dead. This person's going to die. Somebody could have already gave a premonition that this person's going to die. And this person also knows that this person is going to be taken out by somebody. Listen, I'm sorry. What I'm looking at is that this person is going to be taken out by something or somebody, whether it's a deity or somebody of skilled craftsmanship when it comes to, or this person could have a hit on them already. This person may have a target on their back. Why? The reason why this person, because too many of their secrets have been exposed when it comes to somebody who keeps secrets in some kind of community, church, religion, cult, group. This person exposed too much. And when it comes to the tradition of this organization, this person may have made a lot of bad choices and bad decisions. They no longer want this person's organization because they could have an STD. They could have caused people in this organization or this group to have STDs. And now these people are losing money. They could be sick. They're not able to move. They're not able to go get help. They don't want to get help. They don't want to be discriminated against. They don't want to be victimized. Because this person chose to abuse their power and authority when they was in this group, when they was in this occult, due to the choices and decisions they made, and the illusions and confusions they caused, trying to get in somebody else's way, trying to swap somebody else's destiny, trying to take somebody else's path. Is this was something they could have did to other people, or they trying to do to somebody at this moment in time, or something like that? No, I'm not crazy, y'all. I've been sitting here. They told me to stop giving the messages. You know what I'm saying? Their plan was for me to stop speaking. Remember? I haven't been speaking because they was doing what they was doing. But when I'm supposed to come and tell y'all this stuff, I'm tired of y'all protecting these people. I tell you, I stay out the way, and when it's time for me to deliver a message, I come do that. And then I go about my business. I ain't trying to destroy nobody's life, but when I see them trying to come for mine or somebody else, I'm going to speak. When I see something that everybody needs their attention, I'm coming to bring it, you know? I'm coming to bring the rain. Hopefully you can turn it into sun for me or something. But I've been practicing, okay? I'm not giving up on my craft. You guys the ones that want me to get the messages. But I'm giving them serendipitously or sporadically or spontaneously. You know what I mean? Like I said, I come and then I move. But they are now having to carry this burden. They're having to carry the burdens of all the actions they took when it came to leaving these people out in the cold, whether it be man, women. This is what happened. This person also caused a lot of women in their relationships to be left. So there was this man or this woman or both caused a lot of people to be separated and broken up. And a lot of it looked like women. So just think, if he in a bisexual relationship and he looking at the man and she looking at the man, they both came together to leave these women out in the cold, yo. They would break up people's relationships. Have the woman out here in poverty because, stuck, nowhere to go, car trouble, not receiving money, not getting paid. Women would divorce their husbands. They had a woman out there in the wilderness with no money, no alimony and nothing, as long as they was a part of this group or this religion or this church. But this church now, they don't want to F with this dude. He's exposing too much. And he's sick. And he made people sick within this church. It's a cult, this group. They're going to take his ass out. But I doubt it. That's just probably, something called wishful thinking. I ain't saying no names. Yeah, they no longer celebrating this with this person. They no longer want to have their fancy parties. The parties where your clothes come off. Nah. See, he burning and they know it, but if she burning and she not showing it. But she burning too. She is forbidden. Yo, she forbidden fruit too. And she a snake. She's something about her know how to. Yeah, she gets in the stem. She gets in the stem of the penis or something like that. I don't know. Y'all want me to read? If you want me to read, I read. You know what I mean? I come to read. This woman right here, she is a snake. If I really want to get technical, she's Eve. She's like Eve in the dark ages when it comes to the Bible. She was able to seduce Adam because she's a shapeshifter. She has a slithery tongue. Hold on, let me slow down. But he does too. These two either can feed off each other or learn off each other. But they are now under judgment. This couple is under judgment. But she knows how. She's led by. Hold on. You know how a snake is seductive, right? And you know how it moves in the grass. This is how this woman moves when it comes to her target. You feel what I'm saying? When she's ready to attack a man, she's slithery. And she says these things out of her mouth that entices them to want to take a bite. They might even become real passionate. She might even drive them crazy sometimes. Like, she just knows how to get in their head. If this gift, girl, let me tell you something, okay? Let me tell you, girl. Y'all, if you can use this gift for the like, you might do something right, but don't try, because I don't want to get you in trouble. I don't want to get myself in trouble, but I'm telling you, this chick right here, she is led by some kind of serpent energy, honey. She's a siren. She got siren energy or DNA, I don't know, but she is like Ariel from, what's the movie? Under the Sea, The Little Mermaid, alright? It's a voice box, singing. This woman can sing you naked. She can sing your clothes off, but I don't think that's what that is. But the singing does something for her. She can sing, but she's also led. She's led by the serpent, which is, I think it's the siren energy, but it's something else too. But yeah, but anyway, these two have now become a burden for the community. Period. All the people they slept with, all the things they've done, people are wanting to hold these people accountable for the things they've done. I'm trying to tell you. These people feel like these people are the reason why their money funny or being slowed down or being held up. This couple, they are stuck and bound to something. Okay, but I could try to do this all night. I'm just trying to. A lot of this might not be true. I'm just giving to you what's coming. But when it comes to these two, this man and this woman, these two, something wrong. Something not right here. It's like either they both man and woman, but they dark. Like somehow they different, but they go together. They match. You feel me? Like you could have two negatives. You got two negatives. Only to get a negative, but it may equal a positive, but maybe there's a positive in this as well. But like, if you look at them when it comes to the sexuality part, these people were really good at what they did, though. You know what I'm saying? They fed off each other, learned off each other, maybe even competed with each other at times. But when it came to the community, I'm gonna just go ahead and tell you, when it came to the community, I feel like the community really wasn't ready for these folks, bro. Because they studied these people. You know what I mean? They was sending, yo. I said this before, and it's not I want to glaze these people. I'm just wanting you to know when you unprepared, boy, you can really get hit. And I feel like this community got hit really bad because they didn't understand who they and what they was up against and what was using these people. Especially if we go back to past life and deities and dark energies and hurt and broken souls and vessels that didn't heal, that was looking for fame and power. That's what they were good at. They were good at getting what they wanted, yo, because they knew how to get in people's skin, people's head, bro. They was able to feed off each other. That's why they became so powerful. They knew people's secrets. They knew how to get in people's head, and they might even knew how to get people to say what it is that they needed them to say. You know what I mean? They knew how to get what they needed out of people. And they acted naive at times too. You feel me? Like they played dumb sometimes, or be sitting in the room acting like they not listening, but they be listening. People come bring them information. They sit there and they talk in the bedroom, in the bed about what they gonna do, how they gonna do it, who we should get, how we should get them, how we gonna get them. They study the target, and then they use whoever they do that does the magic, all that shit. That's why the world wasn't ready for them either. That's why the world was fangaling and fanguying and that type of vibe, that type of element, because the world wasn't ready and the people that was around wasn't ready. They wasn't ready. They didn't know about the dark forces. You know what I mean? We heard about black magic and curses, but that's all we knew. These people was dibbling and dabbling into something different. Something that the church didn't tell us about, but the church knew. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop being a high priestess, bro. This is my job. This is my. It was passed down to me. But nah, bro, you not. The judgment that's on these people, bro. Confirmation, excuse me. Yeah, you ain't fucking with it for real, collective. They think they doing something, but when it comes to the judgment of these people and all the people that was rocking with them and doing what they was doing, we as the ones who wasn't in this type of field, we can't afford what they trying to offer, man. We already getting a glimpse of what it's gonna be like if we even go in this direction. If we go back, bro, it ain't gonna get better, it's gonna get worse. I'm trying to tell you, that ain't even a scare, it's a preview. You watching what it could look like if we go back. These people ain't gonna survive to take us back, bro. If we could, we'll all die. We'll all get sick in some kind of way, bro. And if you think about how the water work, if you think of how spirit work, if you think about how left behind work and whatever else, bro, we don't want that smoke, bro. I'm telling you, I'm seeing people holding babies, bro. Babies passing away. We don't want this. We don't want this leadership anymore. We don't want to sacrifice the chosen ones. Leave the chosen ones alone, bro. I'm trying to tell you. We on a whole new page and a whole new era. They can't afford what they trying to do. We can't afford what they trying to do. Your pockets would not be looking the way you did if you did not participate in this shit that these people had set up. You wouldn't be going through this if you did not suffice to whatever this organization or this crime that they had going on. You would not be where you are. You got greedy. You got comfortable. And divine timing is everything. We would not be here if it wasn't for these people, bro. And again, they wanted us to change our perspective when it comes to privilege. What we consider to be privilege. And we now learning who's not privileged. Because the things they had to do to be privileged comes with consequences. Alright, collective. So with that being said, I'm going to sign out on this late night reading, and I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Bye.